So have you ever for once asked yourself, how did we get here? Back in the 1940s, the average American cooked with tallow, butter or lard, and that was normal. But fast forward to today, seed oils are having a big moment in the food industry. They are in your homemade food, your fast food, your sauces, your salad, your snacks, just name it. However, this doesn't mean that tallow or butter is great for you either. Butter or tallow are high in saturated fat, which raises your LDL cholesterol that clogs your arteries, your vein, and this can contribute to heart problem. It can contribute to obesity. And in fact, a 2020 meta-analysis study found that reducing your saturated fatty acid intake, especially those from animal sources like tallow or butter, and replacing them with unsaturated fat or whole food lead to a better cardiovascular outcome. But first, what are seed oils? Well, as the name implies, they are oils that are extracted from the seed of plants like sunflower seed, corn, canola, soybeans, cottonseed, as well as safflower. Now, this oil, most of them are highly refined. They've undergone intense processing, and then they are also kind of very cheap compared to the other type of oil, heady oil, which we are going to get into shortly. Now let's understand the kind of fat that our body really needs and how it is processed. There is monounsaturated fat and then there is polyunsaturated fat, which is PUFA for short. Both of these fats are really good for your heart health and then your cholesterol. Specifically, they help increase your good cholesterol, which is the HDL cholesterol. Now let's really look at polyunsaturated fat. They have two types. There is omega-3 and then there is omega-6 fatty acid. Now both of these fatty acids are called essential fatty acid. Now the reason is because our body cannot produce them, so the only way to get this fatty acid is to obtain them from our diet. And seed oil contain a high amount of omega-6 fatty acid. Omega-6 fatty acid helps improve your cellular function. It helps improve your immune function. It is good for your heart health, your skin health. It is also a pro-inflammatory, which is actually good in a short term, and it also supports blood clotting. Now, omega-3 fatty acid, on the other hand, are usually found in the fatty fish like mackerel, sardine, tuna, herring, and they are also found in some plant-based sources like walnut, flaxseed, chia seed, as well as extra virgin olive oil. Now, these omega-3 fatty acids are what help calm and regulate the pro-inflammatory effect of that omega-6 fatty acid. And historically, humans consume omega-6 and omega-3 fat in roughly equal amounts, like 1:1 or 2:1. But today, thanks to seed oil, we are now getting as much as 15 to 25 more omega-6 fatty acid than omega-3 fatty acid. So that is about 25:1. Now, omega-6 fatty acid, which was a good nutrient, which is an essential nutrient, now becomes a problem when it is too much and if the ratio is imbalanced. Now, the other thing you also have to know is that omega-6 and omega-3 fatty acid compete for the same enzyme in the metabolic pathway. So that again can result in imbalance. So majority of the problem we are actually facing today actually stem from the imbalance between omega-6 fatty acid and omega-3 fatty acid. So this imbalance is going to create an environment in your body which is a chronic low-grade inflammation. It's going to create a lot of inflammation in your body, and when you have a lot of inflammation, that is going to result in insulin resistance, which can result in weight gain. So when you have high levels of insulin is a fat-storing hormone that is going to cause you to have weight gain. And in fact, in a study that was done in mice under chronic stress, the researcher found that when corn oil was added to their diet, the mice did not just gain weight, but also had their brown fat being suppressed. Brown fat is the fat that burns energy and keep your metabolism running. Now, what is also worse is that there was also an increase in appetite signal. So there was increased hunger. So they were not only storing more fat, but we are also craving for more food. So that is the double whammy effect of omega-6 fatty acid overload, especially when you are already stressed. Now the other thing about seed oil is the fact that omega-6 fatty acid also amplify estrogen sensitivity. So if you are a person who is already estrogen dominant, that is going to make it more worse. And several animal studies also found that alpha-linoleic acid, which is the main type of omega-6 fatty acid, increase aromatase activity, which is the enzyme that takes testosterone and converts it into estrogen. And that is one possible reason why PMS hit harder for some women. So what is the next move? Well, the thing you can do is to cut back on processed foods that are high in seed oils. And you also have to start swapping out unhealthy cooking oil with healthy ones like coconut oil, avocado oil, as well as extra virgin olive oil. And you also have to start eating all of those foods that are rich in omega-3 fatty acid like in fatty fish, mackerel, sardine, tuna, herring, chia seed, flaxseed, walnut. All of these are going to help improve your omega-3 fatty acid index. Okay, so make sure to start eating them, and thanks for watching.